Hey folks, Nick here with Kognitos. Today I'm going to show you how you can use Kognitos to extract structured information from a document like this one right here, this remittance advice that we have. And so what we're going to do in this exercise is I'm going to show you how we're going to get the payment number, we'll get the customer number and the date, and then we'll also get the table down here, and we'll show you how you can easily get that using Kognitos. So the first thing, normally I would say we'll start in a new playground. Not going to do that this time. First we have to start with books. We have to make sure that we have the document processing book learned in the department itself. So you can see there aren't any books added here. So we're going to click New Book. And we're going to select Document Processing. We're going to click Add. Now there aren't any credentials to add for this book or anything like that. We're just saying we need this capability. What this enables within Kognitos is the ability to leverage the English commands that invoke document processing. And I know this document processing is actually AWS text extract behind the scenes, plus a couple odds and ends that we've added in there as well. So now that we've got that book learned, we can go create a new playground. If you do this the other way around, if you create a new playground and then add the book, the new playground will, or the playground that you've created will not be able to leverage the book, right? So, so let's give this a name. Get data. We'll call it that. That's easy. And so first thing we're going to do is we're going to, oops. Just give this 1 second. There we go. Get the file as a scanned document. So what this is doing is when we say as a scanned document, we're invoking that text extract and right away creating that text layer, knowing that we have now a document object that we can get information from. So we're going to get the documents, and we're going to, I believe it said payment number, and I'm going to say payment number just to show that there is a considerable amount of flexibility in the way that we extract. So we're not going to actually, it's called payment number. You can see the label is different. And so we're going to do that, and then we're going to get the documents, in fact, documents date. Right, we'll copy this very easily, get the documents, what are we calling this one? Customer number. Okay, then lastly, we'll get the documents table. Right, and so now we have all this information that we can extract from the document, so we'll go ahead and run it. And as we run it, the very first thing that's going to happen is an exception is going to occur saying, hey, I don't know what this file is. So I'm going to go ahead and from my other screen just upload a file here. So I'm going to just drag and drop and you'll see the documents there. I'm going to hit submit. As soon as I hit submit, we'll send that file back, and now we have this image of the file. Indeed, it is the exact same file that I've showed you earlier. I can hit that. I can see it. We can do view run, go back, and we can see multiple values found for date. Please pick one. So this is actually a great example of using directional words. So what I'm going to do here is say get the document's first date, meaning the very first instance of the word date, and that way it'll pick up that first date, which is indeed the value that we wanted. And so here we picked up that, and the exact same thing happens with the tables. Now, I did this very intentionally, showing you not only can we do first, but also we can do last, and it's not just with key value pairs where we have a key as a payment date and the value is WI789, but also with tables. So we do first, last, second, third, fourth, whatever. We can use different instances to pick up the correct value. Also, because we're using text extract, we can go in here and click on the WI789. It'll highlight exactly where it is. And then this is flexible enough so that you can, as I mentioned, have that payment number versus the word spelled out But there are going to be times when you don't get the exact value that you're looking for. And there are a couple of ways to accommodate for this. So first off, knowing the difference between get and find. They can essentially accomplish the same thing. However, when you use find, if it's not found, it'll say not found. If it says get, if you say get the documents thing, then it will throw an exception. So let me restart this with a different input. And so let me show you what that document looks like. So here's a different document, or the same document with a slightly different label. So here we have payment ID instead of payment number. And so I'm going to put that through, and I know that payment ID is different enough from the way we've written payment number that it's going to throw an exception. So what we'll do is hit submit. And so, it would throw an exception if I had get here. Find is going to just simply say not found. So here you can see not found. Now, there are a number of different ways to address this. So find and get, these are ways that you can gracefully go through your process. The verbiage is nuanced here, but very, very helpful, right? Because in the event that you have this not found, you can have a check to see if it says not found, or you can still do get, right? Now rerun this, and when you do get, it's going to hit an exception, right? And that's by design. So now what we could do is we can get this, it says get, it says please provide it. We're going to do compute and answer. And what we can do is we can say get the documents payment ID. Right, so we hit run here, and this is a mini playground, so it's basically a smaller version. It's working within the bounds of the process or the playground that we're already working in. And here you can see it's picked up WI789. We can click on it further and identify exactly where that is. Indeed, that's the value that we want to pick up. So what we could do, and this is especially, like in the playground, this is helpful, but it's especially helpful in a process. We can click always use this answer for this department, whereas within a process it would say always use this answer for this process, right? And store this answer, or store this compute and answer, so that this is more of a teach a man to fish type situation than give a man a fish. So we'll hit submit, and it's going to pick up that value. And if we encountered a situation like that, a different value like that in the wild, our context-based learning would see the document, know that it's seen something like this before, and apply the learning that we just created. Right. So that's how you can leverage Kognitos to extract data from structured data from documents. So yeah, hopefully that helped.